I'm Martin Anderson down in Studio B, where live broadcasts are brought to you by Sierra Nevada Brewing Company. We have Hayes and a couple of Heathens here. Welcome, guys. Welcome back to Studio B, because you've each been here, but different incarnations. Band of Heathens been here at least once, I think once. Yeah. And Hayes, how many times have you been here?
We're probably approaching double digits.
Oh, I hope so. That'd be great. Yeah, you are welcome any old time.
Thank you.
If we had a red carpet, we'd roll it out for all y'all. We should get one, Sean. Where's our red? Let's get a red carpet. Anyway, Hayes and the Heathens are playing tonight in Asheville at the Salvage Station, and then they head to Carrboro and Charlotte. You got your guitars now, bright and early this morning. Why don't we hear a song that you all have collaborated on? What do you say?
All right. This is, we both have our respective bands, but we've come together to try and make some music. And this is the first song we recorded. It's called Public Service Health Announcement. It's called Nobody Dies from Weed. There's a million ways to make the grave, but nobody dies from weed. They decided to go to the magic show where Flo, she volunteered here to do her part. For the sake of art, step up and disappear. And the crowd all laughed as she got halved until they saw her bleed. Well, some folks croak from mirrors and smoke, but nobody dies from weed. Nobody's punched their ticket on Mother Nature's gift, or gone to meet their maker from puffing on a spliff. A hornet sting, a boxing ring, cancer storms or speed. In ways diverse, folks find the hearse, but nobody dies from weed.
Left his home for Yellowstone with a fifth and a fifth of rye. He parked his truck and thanked his luck when the buffalo came by. He had cowboy pride, boy, he could ride, but the signs he did not read. Some folks die from being dumb, but nobody dies from weed.
Nobody dies from getting high off of God's own grass. Never has that deep inhale turned out to be their last. A big earthquake, a hunk of steak, envy, lust or greed. There are ways to bound to get under the ground, but nobody dies from weed. Called up yonder, my spirit flies away. It won't have one thing to do with getting stoned that day. The local bar, the closest star, some kind of dirty deed. There's a million ways to make the grave, but nobody dies from weed. Yeah, ways are bound to get underground, but nobody is gonna die from weed.
That's one of the funniest new singles we've gotten lately, and a very creative one, too. So great songwriting there from Hayes and the Heathens. It's Hayes Carll, and we have Gordy Quist and Ed Jurdy of Band of Heathens joining us here, and each trading verses there. And, well, you guys have been, I don't know, it turns out you've been jamming together off and on for a number of years now, huh? I hadn't really heard about it till recently, but here you all are.
Yeah, we've done some touring together where it would be kind of separate sets.
Yeah.
The band of Heathens would do a set, Hayes would do a set with us backing him, and we've just had a lot of fun over the years doing that. And this time we decided to really shake things up, and it's really, the show is one big band with everybody on stage the whole time singing on each other's stuff. So it's fun.
Cool.
A lot of fun.
Cool. There was a Looking Back family reunion thing, Looking Back Texas, last October or something. Is that kind of like where something gelled with you guys?
Yeah, Lukenbach, the iconic imaginary town, Lukenbach, Texas. We threw a little event there, and it was the first time we had done this sort of as a collaborative band, and then it inspired us. I think we had a great time. It was a great turnout, and we thought, well, we're having a good time doing this one. Let's do it some more, and so we started writing some songs and recording and just seeing what we can do.
I've had a hard time finding Looking Back on Google Maps. Is it because it's imaginary? Okay.
Yeah, I think there's only one full-time resident, or not even that. Maybe there's just a post office.
Yeah. That's great. How do you end up with your own post office if you're the sole resident?
Well, I had a day last year where I played a festival in Lukenbach in the afternoon, and that night I went to Luck, Texas, Willie Nelson's imaginary town. So I had 2 gigs in 2 towns that have no residents.
Yeah.
But that's, in Texas, that's what we do. Just make stuff up and go with it.
Ed, I would guess you could be the postmaster general if you were the one person.
I'm into it.
You could be the sheriff, the fire chief.
All of it.
Yeah.
And
all of
anything
it.
you want.
Yeah.
And I will say the common thread between those 2 things is that Willie Nelson was involved in both of them. And there's a lot of imagination in Willie's world over the years.
Yeah.
Sure. Yep. Well, a lot of fun imagination got put together for that song. You guys just kind of paint the scene of how that song came together, because that's you've released it. It's a single.
Mm-hmm.
That was a fun one to get. We got it during the fund drive here a couple of weeks ago, and we thought, well, these are 2 of our favorite acts, and listen to them together. Nice harmonies, nice little guitar licks, the whole package. So where was this when this came together?
Well, we've been talking about making this band and joining forces, and so we got together and brought some ideas that we all respectively had. And this was one that I just about finished up with a guy named Driver Williams, who he plays guitar with Eric Church, a North Carolinian, and so I brought it to the guys, and they put their talents on it and helped arrange it and put it together. So each thing we've done is a little bit different, but it's cool for me. I've never been in a band before. I've always just been a singer-songwriter I have a band.
Yeah, you do.
But it's a different thing than working with these guys, where I can step back a bit and take my ideas in a completely different direction and then get to be a contributor to their stuff. It's a cool experience for me.
Yeah. Cool. That's Hayes Carll talking with Ed and Gordy, a band of Heathens. And there's a cool video of that song. That came out a couple days ago, too.
Yeah, just in case we didn't spell it out enough.
Well, it's just
lyrically.
hilarious. It's
Yeah.
I don't know, is it anime? I don't know. It's a cool imagery and stuff, and just it brings more humor to the wonderful lyrics. All right, so that might be played tonight at the Salvage Station in Asheville.